Hey guys, Adam and Vanessa Lambert here from Be the Wellness, and we've been doing a lot of lunging and squatting, but specifically reverse lunging in the program. So we want to do a little bit of a deep dive on how to go about squaring away your reverse lunge. So what Vanessa's going to demonstrate is what a good reverse lunge looks like. And one of the things that we want to make sure you're doing is really planting your weight, rooting your weight through your front foot and maintaining that throughout the motion. So what we see a lot is people kind of frantically stepping back and shifting some of their load to the quad of the right foot. So similar to that one, where if you jump backwards and if you do it too quickly, that load on the quad of the back leg is taken a little bit away from what we're trying to do in the front leg. So if you look a little bit more like the second iteration of that than that first nice and controlled version, then we want to show you a couple of techniques for improving that. So Vanessa's going to do it first with no weight, and essentially what she's going to do is barely pick up the foot that's going to go backwards, and she's going to drag her toe across the ground so that it's just barely in contact on the way back. And that's going to focus the weight and maintain the weight in that front leg. The other part of what she's going to do is she's going to reach forward with the back leg hand as she goes down and comes back up. So what that's doing is dragging the toe backward like that is making sure that the weight stays in her front leg, and that little reach with the offhand is helping square her shoulders, which is going to help square her hips. We tend to see that the hips open a little bit and people's hip flexors are tight in the back. So we want that little reach forward with the arm to turn the shoulders vis-a-vis the hips. Nice. And then, so the way that this looks with dumbbells is basically exactly the same. So we're going to lift just a little bit of a weight, slide the foot back nice and slow until we get into this position, and then she's going to drop down. But instead of reaching, well, obviously we don't want you reaching forward with these incredibly heavy dumbbells. What she's going to do is just let the weight drop behind the butt cheek of her front leg, and that's going to get that shoulder rotation. So we're just looking for a tiny bit of shoulder rotation that's going to help keep the hips square, which is harder to say than you might think. And that's the one. So as far as worrying about, this is one of the things people talk about all the time with lunges. They worry about whether their knee should go in front of their toe or not for the front leg and how compressed you can be there. So just two notes. Vertical shin is kind of what we're shooting for here. That being said, if your knee translates forward to your toe or just beyond and your heel stays flat, it's totally fine. The human leg is designed to bend in 3 places. Nothing's going to explode if your knee goes out and compresses over the front of your toe. What we really want to make sure is that the heel stays flat on the ground though, and that there's no knee pain associated with that. Cool. So now let's see how it looks with the kettlebell. So if you have one weight and you choose to do your reverse lunges kind of in the goblet squat stance, then basically the same thing happens here. She's just going to slide the leg back and she's just going to rotate her shoulders into the front leg. Just enough to keep her hips square. And that's the deal. Hope you guys got something out of this. Let us know in the comments below.